Hey everyone, I'm Gaylor with GPS Disaster Relief. I just want to do a progress update video on everything that's going on, and I guess give you all updates of what's happening and what's being built, what the progress we're making, I guess. I figured right now I'm driving. I just delivered a load of topsoil. I've got about an hour ride to get back home, so figured I'd drive and talk. Audio may not be the best, but should be good enough. So this past week, I guess we're going on about a month of being actually the business started. So, and yes, it's a non-profit, but it is also a business. So if you hear me say non-profit or business, or it's actually a corporation. So if you hear me say any of those things, I'm talking about this. So in the past week, I've talked to my buddy Alex. He was the one that we kind of worked together and organized the last work day for the victims of the tornado in Deer Lodge in Lansing. So Alex is working on a website. We met this past week, and he's got a website he's working on and building, and it looks to be a pretty awesome website, like very nice and professional looking. I sent him some more information today, like what to write and put on the website, things like that. It's just going to take us a little bit of time to get it all worded out and written out, all the pages, all the contact information, all the links, all that kind of good stuff. Pictures, video, all that stuff. Working to be live. So we're going to have a website soon, and it's going to look legit from what I've seen of it. That's something I don't know anything about. I'm not the guy to build websites. I've never done it. I've researched it some, and it looks like a whole new language and difficult to me. So thankfully, the Lord sent us Alex, and he's the website guy. He's also, I'm really hoping this works, he's also creating an app that will, as soon as there's weather, like severe weather detected in an area, it'll send an email to all the local churches in the area to say, hey, we're GPS Disaster Relief. We've detected severe weather in your area, and if severe weather happens in your area and there's a whatever weather event, feel free to contact us, and we can help. We can send supplies, we can send people, we can send whatever you need. We'll do our best to help. So that should be before the weather even actually happens. He's got an app he's building that should send that notification out to those churches. And that being said, if somebody sees that email and they didn't even know this weather is going to happen, and to say, hey, we may need to take cover and look at what's happening here soon. There are possibilities of what's going to happen, and it could save lives just by sending out that pre-weather email. So that's pretty awesome from what I've seen. And the goal for me is to, or I guess the goal for this in my head is to do it nationwide someday, but that's not today. So right now it's just me and a handful of people, and we've not even really met to discuss all this. So right now it's really just me and mainly Alex. But I think for now we need to focus on about a 3-hour drive of Morgan County, Tennessee. That's where we're at. That's where we're located. So for now, until this thing grows, I think we're really going to focus on a 3-hour radius. That way we can have our group of guys, volunteers and stuff like that, within driving distance to go help out for a day or 2 days or a weekend or whatever. That being said, on our website we plan to have a couple different like images or links set up That way, if you're a family in that radius of us and you're needing like cleanup help, disaster relief help after a disaster, you can fill out a form and get in contact with us and actually set up a call time and a contact time and all that for us to contact you. Also, the same thing for if you're a family and you're needing supplies, or individual. If you're needing supplies, you click on this link, fill out this form, your information, a good time to contact you, stuff like that. And we'll do what we can to help and get these supplies or the cleanup relief to you. Also, a third one for churches and community members, churches and like community centers, stuff like that, people in the community, like a big organization, to reach out and say, hey, we need help, we've got this organized, but we need more people, we need more supplies, we need food, we need chainsaw people, whatever. I'd like to have those 3 links on the website, 2 for individuals / families, 1 for churches / communities. And it's going to have like a mission statement. It's going to have, probably do like about me, and then as we get more members more members in the, like if there's a board of directors one day in this corporation, maybe tell about each one of them and what they do in their past, I guess. But for now, it's just me, really. And then we'll probably have I want to have a video on there of my current video for GPS disaster relief, and a link to either Patreon or probably my YouTube GPS disaster relief playlist. I would like to have probably a donate button right now that's going through PayPal, and there's a link to PayPal that you can pay with PayPal, you can pay with Venmo, you can pay with a credit card, whatever. And that would just go it'll go to the GPS disaster relief PayPal account. So it's going to be all that money is in the account for this business, and I have a bank account set up for GPS disaster relief that I can direct this money. All these accounts are linked to that bank account. And on the website, that's something I forgot to tell Alex. On the website, I want to have the financial statements on there, so anybody can look them up, and they're also on social media. So, okay, something else I just thought of on the website is I plan to go to different events and trade shows, local community events, stuff like that, and set up a table or booth or however they do it, and advertise and just get the word out. Let people know what we're doing, who we are, what we're doing, what we've done. I'd like to have probably a banner made and eventually a whole like trade show background booth set up. But for now, I think just a table, a banner, and like a pamphlet, some kind of flyer that's got all the information on it, links where you can donate, stuff like that, links to the YouTube channel, links to Patreon, all that stuff, all that good stuff. So the more we get known by people, the more we can advertise and market, all that, the more help we should receive. And we can't do this without help. That's just the way it is. It is a business, and it takes money, and it takes supplies, and it takes donations to run this. I can't do it by myself. I don't have the money to do this. And God just told me He has the money, so there you go. It's not up to me. It's up to Him and everybody else. So there you go. plan to market this, grow it, and it's going to take a website. That's going to take in-person meeting people, going to trade shows, going to community events, all that good stuff. It's going to take probably meeting other people and other organizations and working with them. And the good thing about the email reaching out to churches with the weather event, that is that many more churches we can market to and hopefully get help from, hopefully get donations from. That's not why we're doing it, but we're doing it to offer our help to them. But if nothing happens there and they're like, hey, this group offered to help us for nothing, so let's help them. That's just another way to market, just being real. So you gotta, even though it's a non-profit, still business, still gotta do business stuff, still gotta market, still gotta make money. I think that's about all for the website, all the ideas kinda. So something else I'm thinking about is getting probably a Sam's card, like a credit card. Hopefully I can get it under GPS Disaster Relief and have it under that name. That way it can be business only. If not, I'll have to put it under my name. There's no credit established or anything with this business. I mean, it's brand new, so I don't know if that's even possible to get a credit card or not. But if not, I can always get it under my name. That way we can go to Sam's Club and buy all kinds of supplies in bulk and generators and whatever else we need. They sell all that good stuff. When I was working with Chris with Spreading God's Word Ministry, we were going to North Carolina, to Irwin, Tennessee, and North Carolina. He stopped by and used his ministry to buy like 3 generators, propane tanks, flashlights, headlamps, all kinds of good stuff to give. So Sam's Club is going to be somewhere good that I can have an account set up and be able to buy stuff from. Alex is also working on a better, more, I guess, professional looking logo. I like our logo, but it's just something that I made with my limited technology abilities. So he's going to kind of fix it better. He's going to make it, I don't know, we'll just see how he makes it. I want to keep it simple like it is now, but just make it, I guess, a little better looking. And if not better looking, just make it more usable. Make it higher quality, I guess, logo. That way we can get stickers and decals and possibly apparel and stuff like that made. And a banner and the little flyers and stuff like that. So I think one of the first, as soon as that gets done, I think I'll buy a banner and a box of flyers, probably 500 or so flyers. Do that. I will probably put decals on my trailer and on my truck. We need to get magnets and something else we've talked about. They won't work on my truck. It's a Ford and it's aluminum, but I'll go ahead and sticker my truck. That way we can go worry about that. And someday I'd like to get a wrap for it. That'd be the professional looking thing to do, but that don't matter. People don't care if your truck's wrapped when you're showing up to help them. But let's see, we need to get magnets made, probably 20 or so. That way we could have 10 trucks with us. That'd be a good convoy of trucks. That way everybody can have a magnet on their vehicle and we can all head out somewhere, all look professional, all be able to keep up with each other, know who's our people, all that good stuff. Check out the Patreon page. There'll be a link to that below this video on wherever you're watching this. Patreon, I could see putting GPS Disaster Relief. I want to have these videos on my YouTube channel like I'm doing now on Gaylor Property Service, which is my business. And I would like to have them on Patreon, which is what I'm doing now. But Patreon, I could see some more in-depth videos going only there for members only. That way, say I'm doing some kind of training class, or we have a meeting that we want to do, like film it and show you all the in-depths or all the things discussed in the video or in the meeting. Put it on Patreon, not YouTube. Just have it more of a private group area, I guess, or not really private group, but maybe if we get some members, then it can be more private. Have some special videos just for them, maybe live stream, stuff like that. But Patreon, I see it being the main video source for this channel, for Gaylor, or for GPS disaster relief, and keep YouTube, yeah, these videos on there and a playlist on there, but mainly for my business. So that being said, Patreon, if you'd like to be a member, there is 4 levels. You can donate as little as $5 a month. The next level up is $20 a month. The third level is $50 a month. And the fourth and highest level is $100 a month. Something that'd be, I think, really easy to do fairly soon is get, if we had 100 people, or no, sorry, if we had 50 people, it's not too hard to find 50 people. 50 people in the $100 a month Patreon membership, that's $5,000 a month. Can you imagine what we could do with $5,000? And we could probably have well, I'd hate to get in debt through this, but that could be a payment for a skid steer, dump trailer, whatever. I mean, or that could be all the money going to spend a week or two for people in some kind of disaster in another state. Have a whole group going. Or it could be buy a ton of supplies. It could be, in this last video you've seen the warehouse video, it could be rebuild that warehouse. That's a lot of money with just 50 people. So that's something I could see being doable. And if you can only give $5 a month, hey, 1,000 people give $5 a month, that's also $5,000 a month. So every little bit helps, that's for sure. And I'm not doing this to get rich. I'm not doing this for money. But like I said, this is a business. Yes, it's a non-profit, but it takes money. I know some people think non-profits can't make money, but that's not how it works. To be successful with the IRS and the government, and honestly in life, you've got to make a profit. And most likely someday, hopefully I'll never have to get paid for this. I may, I don't know. But if my business grows and does good, I could see making all my income from my business and not taking a dime or anything from this. I don't know. Someday this may be my only business. I don't know. And that's where my income comes from. I don't know. That's not up to me to decide. When it comes to that point, we'll have a board of directors and everybody can decide all that. Alex, he's building this website. He's doing it for free. And if I was going to pay somebody else, it'd be thousands of dollars. He's doing it for free. Someday, hopefully, he's still going to be a part of this, and I can pay him to run all this technology stuff. He can be the tech guy. Someday, I'm going to need an accountant. Or, I say I, but this organization is going to need an accountant. It's going to need probably a secretary. It's going to need probably a vice president or something like that. It's going to need many of other people, and all those people need to get paid. So, paid for their efforts. I mean, you can do stuff for free, but it ain't going to last long, honestly. So, that being said, someday, I really hope and believe that this can be a huge organization and be a leader in nationwide disaster relief and God-fearing people run this and get paid to do it. Not like they're going to be making millions of dollars like some of these big, well-known organizations do, non-profits do, but at least be compensated for their work they put in. So that's the future plans. If you have a problem with that, go do it for yourself. Don't give us money. Do it for yourself. Go find somebody else that you think is doing it better than us. So anyways, so all that being said, this weekend there is a high chance of severe storms coming into like Texas, Oklahoma, Louisiana, and the southeast. Tennessee, Kentucky, Georgia, Alabama, Mississippi, all that area where we're fairly close to, including right here where we're at. So we will be monitoring that situation, and if the need arises close to us within that 3-hour radius, or if a church or something reaches out farther away, or if we reach out to somebody farther away, hey, we'll try to help. Right now, it's honestly just me. I can probably form a team to go somewhere if everybody's willing to go somewhere. I don't really have any supplies stocked up right now, but we've raised them before, so nothing's short of the glory of God. You know what I mean? He can do whatever we need, or I guess we can do whatever He needs. That's the better way of saying it. And He'll supply it. So have no doubt about that. If something does happen this weekend, we'll be monitoring it and reaching out if we feel led to do so. Hopefully, if that does happen, we'll find a church or somebody like that to go through in their area. It could be in our area, and we already know where to go. But if not, it could be in Nashville, Tennessee or something. And we find a church there and find out what they need, work with them, and head out, work for a weekend or whatever, and do what we can. So if you're in the southeast and I guess south central part of America, be on the lookout for these storms. I've heard they have a chance of being bad, depending on how much precipitation is in the atmosphere. Could be a big tornado outbreak. Not sure, but be on the lookout. And if you do have a warning hit your area, take cover. Don't say, "Oh, if it's my time, God will take me." Or if God sees it's my time, I'm okay dying or whatever. I've heard people say that during these tornadoes, and hopefully God gave you enough sense to not do that. That'd be like saying, if it's my time to die, let me step out in front of this truck, and if I die, then oh well. God gave you more common sense to be like that. So take cover. Don't risk it with weather and tornadoes. Anyways, enough of my rambling. This is just a talk and drive with me. Thanks for watching. And remember, Jesus loves you. And live your life to serve Him. That's what I'm honestly trying to do. So, see y'all next time.